Hi guys, Chad from Chad's Off-Road Setups here with this week's mechanical tip. This week we're going to go through greasing of the suspension, linkages, swing arm and all the other things that you need to go through and grease when you get your new bike or when your bike's done around 6 to 12 months of work. Today what we've got here is Belly's new KTM 350 EXE project bike. We'll go through the basics of what you need to remove before you can get to the bearings, and then we'll go through the actual greasing of the bearings. What we're going to do is we're going to do the swing arm bearings, which obviously on the KTM with the PDS system in the back. The bottom shock bearing isn't really too much of an issue, and it's very hard to get grease into that bearing. And we'll just look over a couple of other things while we're in there doing that. All this sort of stuff will last a lot longer if you do a greasing of the bike properly from brand new. The more often you can do it, the better the bike's going to work and the better the bike's going to last. The reason we go through and grease everything on a brand new bike is that the factories don't put a lot of time and effort into greasing at the factory level. It's also a good opportunity while you're going through and greasing all your linkages and swing arm and everything like that is to put a bit of Loctite on the odd bolt that you won't be seeing all the time, just to ensure that the bike's going to remain reliable throughout the life of the bike. It's a great opportunity while we've got the bike apart to go through putting a little bit of grease on the axles and all the shafts and everything like that, so it makes the bike easier to pull apart in time. So if you do have to pull a wheel out in the bush or anything like that, or at the track, the axles are well greased and it's going to make the whole thing a lot easier to do. What we're doing now is putting the SKF wheel seals in. What these wheel seals will do with a brand new bearing is it'll extend the life of the wheel bearing tenfold. What we'll also look at doing is the headstand bearings, because they're usually also very lightly greased from the factory. It all comes down to just how much time and you've got to go through and do it all. The time is money well saved if you can do it all properly first time. What we're going to do now is run around our lower triple clamp bolts, which will be set at 14 Newton meters. So there you go guys, simple, easy. It's something that if you take a little bit of time when the bike's new, go through, get everything greased, your bike's going to last much better and everything's going to just work so much sweeter. And ultimately you're going to save yourself money and you're not going to have the problems in 6 to 12 months time when everything's seized up.